How's it going, everybody? It looks like the God of War is here. We got Ares coming at us. Lots of information here. And there is a game-shattering change coming to Marvel Strike Force, which I haven't gone over yet. This is actually the first time I'm going to see this. I think the Envoys had a call about this, but I just wasn't able to attend it. So, we got Greetings, Commanders. A lone soldier has traveled from Olympus to change the landscape of war and feast upon all its spoils. Ares, the God of War. Naturally, Ares is an Alliance War specialist, and he arrives with no team allegiances. Nice. So kind of like a Quicksilver, Silver Surfer type deal. Allowing you to slot him into war offense or war defense of your choosing. With the God of War by your side, your war squads will be capable of clashing with some of the top teams. Ares character shards will be exclusively available in the Battle Pass starting July 29th at 2 p.m. in both the Premium and Standard Passes. You can unlock a 3-star Ares during the first season availability with the Premium Pass. So only with the Premium Pass will you get the unlock. No matter the route you take to recruiting the God of War, make sure you dive into PvP game modes like Alliance War, Cosmic Crucible, Arena Blitz, RTA every day to maximize the Ares shards during each battle season. So this is just like when you do these like daily occurrences, you get points towards the pass and it fills it out, right? So exclusively to the Battle Pass starting July 29th in both the Premium and Standard, you can unlock a 3-star Ares during the first season of availability with the Premium Pass. So this is just the first season. So there's going to be a second season of him, and then free to play will unlock him then. I don't know if that's going to mean 2 weeks later. I don't know if that's going to mean 4 weeks later. Who knows what that's going to mean. I tend to think like when it came to Silver Surfer or Quicksilver, correct me if I'm wrong, they ran it back to back. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's back to back for this case. Because again, like a 3-star character rarely makes a big difference. But before we gaze in awe at the godly kid of Ares, we got another important announcement. A big update arriving with Ares and continuing into the future is the new wave base stats and abilities will be designed for future characters. Let's kick things off with these first details. So, I've heard hints of this, rumors of this, but I don't know the exact details. I'm apprehensive before I even read this because I think of like Lord of the Rings, Heroes of Middle-earth, your star levels became basically what diamonds are. So like if the difference between a 7-star character and a 3-star character wasn't just like, oh, this is twice as good. It's like, no, this is a completely different character. All the checks, all the health triggers, everything like that is just completely different. So I'm curious to see what the future of character-based stats is going to be. We noticed a trend in Marvel Strike Force where our characters' kits and mechanics have steadily grown in length and complexity over the years. Okay, they're taking a completely different route with this. Starting with Ares and continuing with the next team, the Annihilators, we're adjusting how we balance characters. Okay, so the Annihilators, I guess I'm allowed to talk about what that's going to be. So let me go ahead and find this information. We can mention the Annihilators. New characters, Gore, Gladiator, Thanos Endgame, and the reworks to Ultimus and Silver Surfer. Okay, so Ares, Gore, Gladiator, Thanos, Ultimate, Silver Surfer. So one or the other. I wonder if one is defense, one is offense. I hope to God we don't have to build up Ultimus. Nobody wants to put dark promos into Ultimus. Nobody wants to put dark times into Ultimus. Silver Surfer is such a cooler character. Hopefully Ultimus is the Iron Man of the team. For sure, right? Alright, so the Annihilators. That's cool. Oh wait, no, Ares is not part of the team. So it's Gore, Gladiator, Thanos, Endgame, Ultimus, and Silver Surfer. That is the 5-man team. Interesting. Okay, so we do have to build up Ultimus. Well, you know what? Hold the roll. Because they have always had one, like, truly awful character so that we can do some theory crafting. Now, that's not entirely true for teams like, I guess, New Avengers, though some people put Dorm there. Secret Defenders. There was a Doctor Strange who was bad. So hopefully it's going to be Ultimus. If they do Silver Surfer dirty, I think we riot. I really think we riot. They can't do Silver Surfer dirty. He was such a good, fun character. He's got to come back to that state for sure. All right, so historically, our character balancing starts with base stats, and we've maintained tight control over character-based stats since we've launched. Old Man Logan would like a word with you. Stat values have slowly increased over the years, and we allow them to grow a few times a year when we release new Apex teams. Yeah, Old Man Logan was like, fuck you, I'm jumping 4 different tiers. However, because we've tightly controlled base stats, we've been adding more power and complexity to the character's ability kit each time we released a character. After taking a hard look at the complexity of some of our abilities, we knew it was time to enact change. We've increased our bar for base stats for new characters and reworks going forward. This means future characters will be powerful and effective with interesting abilities, but will rely more on their stats than their current characters. Okay, double-edged sword here, right? This again will give a giant increase to spenders. Spenders who buy character charges, this is going to be ginormous advantage for them. The plus side to this is that there is a lot of wonky mechanics that can go awry. Off the top of my head, I think about the new Illuminati team. So when Shuri spawns, she gains a charge, right? If the first time you hit Illuminati is with Masters of Evil, your offense team spawns in, then the defense team spawns in, then Kang's passive pops giving you speed up, then Shuri's passive pops giving you a charge, right? So that Masters of Evil, if it's the first hit, they do gain speed up. However, if it's the second hit with Masters of Evil, it's like say you did Superior 6 into Illuminati first, your Masters of Evil spawn in, the Illuminati spawns in, but now she has charge on spawn. Kang does not get to speed up, and then Shuri, I guess, gains an additional charge if she's not already at 5. So it's like, these sort of like super intricate kits is very difficult for not even casual players to keep up with, but like really involved players to keep up with. Like it becomes a lot. So yeah, this is a two-pronged thing. I think this is going to make it more obvious how you should play out certain matchups, which is good, I think, for the majority of the game. But this will 100% give a giant increase to shard buyers. So another way they're trying to get people to buy shards, potentially. Our new characters will have higher health, damage, armor, etc. But we're also going to reduce the amount of stats that we've been putting to passes. I'm sorry for the voice crack, guys. I'm super sick, if you can't tell. As a result, power scores for new characters are going to increase, as most of the power score is tied to the base stats of a character. So it's going to be, oh my god, so it's not being applied retroactively. It's just being applied in the now. Interesting. So maybe some of our like super intricate kitted characters are going to last like forever now. I think Superior 6. Think like how crazy Vulture's passive is, where he analyzes the enemy team, steals speed up, applies slow. Like they had to work so hard with Illuminati to try and counter that. Like all 3 lines of kit, whether it be from Shuri or Hank or Captain Britain, they all had to apply just to Vulture. So like they're not going to put those passes onto every single character. So maybe these teams that have such intricate kits currently in the game, though they're not going to get that stat increase, they're going to be very viable for a long time. That's kind of an interesting thing. But I'm really curious to see what the base stat's going to be different. Like, man, Silver Surfer, he gets so much healing, right? What if his base stats are like ×3? And he gets the rework stats as well. Like, that could be a problem just to get him killed, even if you can control the ever-living crap out of him, right? I'm not trying to instill panic. We just got to see what that's going to be like. All right, we're confident these updates will make character kits easier to understand while maintaining the complex theory crafting ecosystem across the game. We'll be monitoring the effects of these updates going forward. Okay, I don't hate that at all. All right, the man of the hour, Ares. Ares, the fearsome god of war, is an Olympian deity driven by an insatiable hunger for battle and conquest. Disillusioned with the tranquility of the gods, he descended to Earth, where his unmatched strength, masterful combat skill, and arsenal of deadly weapons made him both a fearsome adversary and a powerful ally. Let's use our sick voice. Tired of endless conflict, Ares sought redemption and found new purpose among Earth's mightiest heroes, including the Avengers, transforming his warlike prowess into a force of protection and justice. Ares lands in battle as a protector who can turn his enemy's strengths to his own and packs a punch. He's armed with big health and damage stats, and each of his abilities can be upgraded to an awakened ability. His specialty is Alliance War, in crippling teams who rely on passive abilities that apply charged or positive effects. In Alliance War, Ares' passive ability is a howitzer. After all other characters' on-spawn effects are activated, he copies and clears all enemy positive effects, revive once, and charge. This cannot be resisted. His charge mechanic truly flexes the might of the gods. While charged, Ares can't be stunned, and non-mythic enemies cannot gain charged or immunity. Ares also gains speed bar on turn while charged. Okay, so back to the Sinister Six stuff. Craven makes them spawn with Safeguard, so I don't think Ares is actually going to do that. So Sinister Six might have been the perfect example to latch on there. But let's read that again in without trying so hard to do a voice. Ares' passive ability is a howitzer. After all characters' on-spawn effects have activated, he copies and clears all enemy positive effects, revive once in charge. That's kind of crazy. So, like, you really don't want to go into this guy with a speed-up team. Unless it's Superior 6, potentially, right? With Vulture. I mean, you'd have to steal speed-up for that to even be a thing. So they're not just don't put Ares with a team with speed-up, I guess. I'm not sure how that's going to work. It's going to be interesting for sure. Yeah, but a team with Safeguard will go in there and still be able to do really well, right? It's just he's also going to steal all that, so that's going to be interesting. All right, let's see his speed 118. So he's slow, but he gets speed bar while charged. Okay. Does he steal charge, you think? Copies and clears all enemy positives. Yeah, he does steal charge. Interesting. Okay. He gains speed bar. Okay, interesting. Basic. Attack primary target for 250% damage, plus clear 3 positive effects. Chain to 2 adjacent targets for 190% damage, plus clear 2 positive effects. Counterattacks break this chain. 20% damage to primary and secondary targets. Gain immunity. Okay, that's the awakened ability. The ISO attack, he will clear an additional 3 positive effects. So pretty strong striker attack, depending on who you put this guy with. His awakened basic is piercing damage. So 14% plus 2% piercing damage. But do you lose the 163? Okay, anyway. Special energy cost. Wait, the basic awaken. Do you lose the clear positive effects? Or do you just gain the bottom part? I'll ask for clarification there. Special. This is a turn 1 ability. Okay, both special and ultimate are turn 1s. Clear all barrier on primary target. Attack primary target for 250% damage and apply stun and disrupt. So a turn 1 stun potentially in the offensive hands. Gain charge. Okay, so he can gain charge on his own. He doesn't have to steal it. Special awakened ability. Clear all barrier on all enemies in war. Apply trauma to the primary target. His ultimate, also available turn 1, and this is what the UI will do. Attack primary target for 250% plus 25% drain. Attack primary and secondary targets for 250. So it hits the primary target twice. 250% piercing and 25% drain. Apply bleed for 2 turns and ability block for 1 turn. Flip 1 negative effect into a positive effect for itself. This attack is unavoidable and cannot be hit. Awakened ability. Apply ability block for 2 turns. The ability block was just to the... Oh, it's to everybody. Primary and secondary targets. Alright, so 2 turn ability block for everybody's crazy. Flip 3 negative effects. That's just on himself. Interesting. So passive. On spawn, gain safeguard. In war, after all of the character's on-spawn effects, copy and clear all positive effects, charge, and revive from all enemies to this character. This attack cannot be resisted, but I assume safeguard will work. On turn, if this character has charge, gain 20% speed bar and lose 1 charged. On any turn? On his turn, right? Normally when it says on turn, it's his turn, not on any turn. While charged, non-mythic enemies cannot gain charged or immunity. This character cannot gain stun. Ooh. Passive awaken at the start of any match, enemy characters cannot gain safeguard. What? Go fuck yourself. What? At the start of any match, enemy characters cannot spell with safeguard. Hey, yo, I thought you guys were making this shit more simple. What are you doing? You lying? You lying fucks? What? Okay. So this is gonna be spend only for sure, right? Hey, yo, that's not cool. Come on, like Superior 6 is pretty much, I guess, Apocalypse. I guess Red Hulk. Like, the amount of teams that actually spawn with Safeguard aren't, like, unlimited. Like, you just not put Ares with a team that spawns with Speed Up, and then they wouldn't really be able to mess with them. It's so silly to do that. Come on. Say we don't cater to Krakens while catering to Krakens in front of everyone's face for the last 3 weeks. Come on. Regardless, I like this. I think it'll be interesting. I'm surprised there's no shout out to exhaust. Like, when exhausted, this part can fuck off kind of thing. Sorry about swearing. When I get sick, I become a sailor. I'm surprised that there's no, like, exhaust. This doesn't happen. That's interesting, I suppose. I'm definitely happy about this. Like, I'm definitely not about to take credit for this, but I was saying in Valley's video that I really wish they would stop putting out full teams for war, because, like, Alpha Flight, Mercs for Money, we find these, like, very easy solutions, and instead hit us with, like, a different war character every patch. Like, have your Crucible team, have a war team, of course, every once in a while, but, like, when you have a Crucible team or a Raid team or an Arena team, whatever the team's gonna be, go ahead and hit us with a a war character that'll perform stuff like a character on the level of, I don't know, like Nightcrawler in War, right? Like he gains speed up, he gives speed bar. America Chavez, that's that caliber of character, but maybe bank it behind War, so not every single patch is so crazy. Because the War meta has always been just so sorry, offensive heavy, that having these tools that don't go onto a specific team, because then you just find the specific solution, but just get put here, there, like Nightcrawler, he revitalized Unlimited a little bit, right? So maybe the next character, Morph, could come into the Extreme team and he would just become Nightcrawler again, but then he gives everyone speed bar twice. Like cool characters like that, I think could really shake up the War landscape. I didn't actually convey that to the developers at all, so I definitely don't get credit for this, but I think this is really cool. And yeah, this stats part is a little alarming as far as free-to-play versus spenders, but it is what it is. This pass situation, I like that. So there's not actually going to be offers for this character. It's just the pass. I think this was the same thing as either Quicksilver or Silver. No, Silver Surfer had offers, because there was that big drama. So this is the same thing as Quicksilver was. So maybe this guy's going to be like another Cosmic Crucible store. God, say it ain't so. Just make him like the most expensive War character ever in the War store, because people have a lot of that currency, and people who don't can save it. Anyway, let me know what you guys are thinking about Ares, about these stat changes. Is this good? Do you like this? And then let me know what you think about this part. The awakened ability at the start of any match, enemy characters cannot spawn with safeguard. That's so lame. That's lame! Alright guys, have yourselves a wonderful day. And as always, stay happy, healthy, not like me, and have fun. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.